Shuffle up and deal. It's poker table talk, baby.
Welcome, y'all, to another edition of Poker Table Talk. I am your host, Darren.
And I'm Randy. It's episode 7. We finally
Yeah, episode
counted.
7. We finally did the count right.
Yeah.
Episode 7.
It's gonna be episode 3. It's up to me.
This this episode is gonna be a little different. Yeah, I know we're a poker show. We said we are gonna be a poker show, but we also said we're gonna be an entertainment show and just pretty much life in general. So this one might be a little different in the size of this might be more life than it will be poker, from what I'm gathering.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, if you want to look at it as poker, if you don't want to play the game, fold and turn your video off. But yeah, it's gonna be a little bit more about life, relationships, and stupid people.
See, all right. So for all intents and purposes, we're gonna try to protect as many people as we can.
Nah, it's shots fired. Man.
Oh shit! Here we go.
I ain't got time for it no more.
All right. Well, this is your. I'm gonna let you run the. You riding the ship in this one.
So
You driving the boat.
I believe that it's really beneficial that when I go and be, randomly hang out, that I keep my mouth closed.
What do you mean?
Uh, I don't need to be talking to people.
Well, that's depending on the situation.
Nah,
That's a very true statement.
I don't need to be talking to people. I think that people have expectations that I'm supposed to care.
People that know you know different.
Nah, but these people that kind of know me and that they they believe that they have higher expectations for the words than what they should know that's gonna come out of my mouth. I don't care. Like
Well, yeah, I know
the
this.
idea of me looking you right in your eyes and letting you know that I don't, and then you be like, I don't believe you don't. Like, come on, man! I just showed you I didn't.
And if you know me for this long already, you already know that.
But
as
there's
well.
some people that's slow.
Yeah.
There's some people that's slow. They don't believe that this is. So there's a few people. I'm not gonna say that. There's people that believe that you live in their world.
I agree with that. I definitely agree with you. 100%.
Even if their world is 90% incorrect, they still want to live in an incorrect world. They just make up stuff to benefit to fit around them. They don't want to deal with actual reality.
Well, I'm mad you said reality, but you're right. Okay.
Yeah. So
They're living in multiverse. Is that what you're getting at?
yeah, well, they not living in multiverse. They stuck in a reality that's not real.
Okay.
They until they have to deal with the consequences of their bad actions or their bad decisions, they don't realize it. And then sometimes even when they have to deal with that, they still blame everybody but themselves.
Okay. I get that.
So there's no accountability on that side.
But you have to know going into the situation, the person you're dealing with also, in the theory. In my eyes, I would say. Right or wrong?
I'll say this, and I don't.
Here we go.
Just want to make sure that most people understand that if you don't believe that you are part of the 30% of people that have common sense, I think
That's
you're
high.
stupid anyway.
30's high.
Nah, I'm gonna give it 30 because I have to be politically correct to make it seem like there's some stupid kids that I can't call stupid because they just don't know no better.
Well, and okay, with that being said, I didn't know you're trying to be, in a sense, more skull, but
Yeah.
kids won't know any better.
They learn from their dumb parents.
They're supposed to.
They're
But
dumb
if-
parents.
Then that's
The ones
blind
that-
leading the blind.
Yeah, so you have some stupid parents that live in they build a reality around them and their children, them and people around them that's not real life. So then when you have to wake up and realize that this ain't the real world, you got to start all over again. All over again because the whole foundation of what you thought crumbled. The whole foundation crumbled. So most of this stuff is coming from me and my situation. I think I'm being tortured. I think I know I did some stuff in my past.
Oh, you
that,
mean you being you're being not tortured. You're being
tortured? I'm being tortured.
tortured is the word. Okay.
Yeah, I'm being tortured. I mean, I think I know I've
hate
done.
I really would hate to know what you did in past life. Then, if that's the case,
Yeah,
my God.
I know I'm being tortured because
I'm gonna sit back on this one.
there's there's no way that people can believe. If you believe that you have a responsibility and you have training to do your job,
Training to. Okay, what's the job? First of all, let's start there.
I'm talking about work,
Okay,
just
I got
work.
you. Yeah.
But you don't believe that you have a responsibility and training to do in relationships, there's a problem. And also, you don't always do what you like at work.
Absolutely, 100%.
So
Unless you're running you running the show, i.e., it's like
and
your
then
show
you
like us for the
then
most
you're gonna
part. This
lose
would be us.
money.
Depending on the job, I would say maybe, but that's a
If you're being told that you're doing something wrong,
well, yeah, of course.
That's
If you're
different.
being flat out told you're doing something wrong in your job, then, and you continue to do it, then something's got to change or go.
if you keep doing
Either-
whatever you're doing, you're only going to attract a certain energy or whatever.
That's
but-
true. That is true.
But I said all that to say that people believe in relationships that in their mind everybody else has to do work. No, not never.
Oh, it's never any inner.
It's never no inner. My thing is, it's a give and take. It's a give and take, and everybody has to learn and grow and make a cohesive situation.
Or on the flip side of that, they'll only tell you that, or they'll tell you you have to work, and they'll say they're working.
They ain't
but-
doing nothing,
Exactly.
and that's where I'm coming to.
Okay.
I'm slowly getting there. I'm gonna get there.
Okay, my bad. I'll stay back.
And I have a person that has no self accountability,
Okay.
none. And maybe I shouldn't be saying this out loud. Maybe the person will see it. I don't care. I don't care. If you think that if I go to work and I come home from work and I get ready to sit down and relax, and you want me to go to the store with you and drive you here and take you there, and want me to go along with you to these shitty places that I don't want to go to, but I do it.
You do it because you're committed to the relationship.
And it's my duty and responsibility to support and sometimes to go. Mm-hmm. But the duty and responsibility that I believe that you should have to me is different.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't need you to go to the store with me.
Yeah. Well,
I don't want you to go pick me up nothing.
depending on where you're going, you may need them to
Need
go.
you to be
Well,
class A or and then like that goes back to training.
Oh God.
And the thing is there's some people
So glad I
that
poured a
go
drink.
through training and learn nothing. So then there's a couple things that need to happen. You either need to get retrained or you need to get fired.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want you to know, as I look in the camera,
Gotta take the hat off.
there is a pink slip coming because you acting stupid.
You gotta take the hat off. You're gonna do this because I can barely see your face. The hat is
Nah,
covering the eyes. I want to
it's-
see the whole face when you do this.
nah.
If we're gonna do this.
Nah,
We gonna do
I
this
ain't-
right.
Nah,
I wanna
I'm
see.
I'm just looking. I mean, it's a pink slip coming because it makes absolutely no sense that like everything that you think that somebody else want, if they've never asked for it and they've never act like they appreciate it, they never wanted it, they don't want it, then you're doing something wrong. You're obviously not listening to the person. But But every time somebody voices their opinion to you or how they see things or actually voice what they've asked for, and it's always woe is me and you're the victim and you try to flip it, it's are you stupid or are you dumb? I mean,
you're being asked this question, or you're asking this question?
no, I mean, my thing is somebody, if somebody keeps saying to me, well, I mean, I know you asked to do this and that, but I mean, you could ask for it a nicer way, or you could do this.
Well, how many times have you asked up until this point?
If I ask for it once, and let's say a year goes past, I ask for something, I don't, it doesn't work out my way,
Okay.
and it never resurfaces. I want you to understand my reaction is because of the year of me not speaking on it in the first place. So who's actually wrong in the situation? It ain't me, especially when I voiced it and then I voiced it again. But if I consistently voice it, it means that I'm harping on it. But I don't need to harp on something that you agreed to say yes to or to do, and you just never do it. That don't have anything to do with me. I think they need to.
Going back to your whole situation, job wise, you were, like you said, hired to do a job. This is a part of your performance.
Get and you like
Your performance plan.
but everybody
no, but your performance evaluation.
yeah, and that you should get rated every year, and you can't get pissed. You can't get mad at your rating. Like you get mad at you know you trash. You know you trash. Oh my God. You know it, but you know it though.
But it in hindsight, 2020, they may have those rose-colored glasses on, looking at
You
themselves.
can't-
Looking at themselves. A lot of people have
but you
that
can't-
same.
If you look at let me say this. I know who I am. I don't believe that I am. I would never believe that I'm here. Let me make sure it's on camera. I'll never believe I'm here when I'm here.
Okay.
I believe that I have room to get here and it's a possibility to get here. But I'm never going to believe that I'm here and I'm here. I know it because my thing is reality's going to punch me in my face and let me know that I'm not here. You know what I'm saying?
With the quickness.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So-
I 100% agree with that.
But there's people that believe that they're here because the people that's around them.
Now, with that caveat to that could be true.
I'm talking about
depending
relationships. I ain't
Okay.
talking about friends and stuff like that.
Okay.
I'm talking about relationships. I want to make sure
Let's say
this
that again,
message goes directly out to the people that it needs to hit right in the side of the head.
So say that again. You saying that people think that they're only better because of the people who they're with.
Yeah, or
But
they think or that's not because of the people that's around them that's particularly better. It's because they believe that that in their mind they're beyond people.
the person they're with, or just other.
The person that they're with, they
That's a
believe that
problem,
they've been. But see, that's a mindset.
And that's a problem still.
That's a mindset, and that's a mindset that's trapped people because there's people that I'm gonna talk about again relationships. There's people that believe that I will follow every rule that my boss applies,
Okay.
but then the person that you supposed to love, respect, or whatever, they question everything you do. But then they don't do it, or they do it, or whatever. They should get fired, or like, and I understand it. The idea of all of this is like, there's people that really need to wake up. Really need, like, there's people that go to work, come home. They like consistency and they like routines. And I'm saying
right.
this for most, and I'm gonna say there's a lot of guys that do this. There's females that do it as well, but you have to understand you're still a female.
What do you mean in that regard?
But you can't act like a dude.
Oh well, you act.
But if you decide that you act like a guy, you get male repercussions also. So you can't bark at people in their face and do certain things as a guy and then think that everybody's supposed to shrink down because you're being disrespectful or whatever. And not saying that anybody's doing that, but you can't act holier
Holier than thou, yeah.
expect you can't get angry. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say you can't get angry at sexism and talk about how sexism benefits you. Like
You're gonna have to
you can't say that you want to be equal to somebody,
Okay.
but then you want to be treated like a lady or a man.
Okay.
Because
I see what you mean.
that comes with consequences being equal.
Yeah, you're
It comes
depending
with-
on the situation. You're absolutely
it
right.
comes
Yes.
with- not it's every situation. It's every situation. If you want to be equal, you equal. That's what equal is.
Yeah, I get that.
You can't say equal and then say kinda.
But I get that. But then how is it a problem? Why do you say it could be a problem?
I'm gonna go to the high side because it's gonna get
Oh,
bad.
jeez, here we go.
You-
This is exactly
If-
why.
if you want to
doing this
be,
shit
if
live.
you want to be, if you a female
Uh-huh.
and you barking in somebody's face,
Uh-oh.
and you barking into a guy's face,
Mm-hmm.
and he haul off and smack you.
I'm first of all, we do not condone domestic violence in any shape or form. First and foremost, that's going to put that disclaimer out. First and foremost, right
Is
now.
that domestic violence?
Yes.
Don't you have to be in a situation for it to be domestic violence? I'm just talking about violence.
No. Well, no.
I'm just talking about regular old violence.
Oh yeah, just some
You
random.
talking about
More,
the- you
okay.
talking about the-
Well, I'm
you talking
I'm put that disclaimer. I'm putting that disclaimer out anyway. So regardless of the fact,
Yeah,
but
I'm just
okay,
talking
now
about
you're just talking about somebody
regular-
raining,
yeah, I'm just
being
talking
at a
about
bar,
regular
somebody.
violence.
Okay, we'll
And
talk
you
about
make
that. Straight.
you're making a conscious choice to do that. And like I said a week ago, you don't go to the woods and find a wild animal and just start throwing stuff at it and then blame the animal for turning around and mauling you.
Yeah.
Like you don't do that.
You
and
brought
if you
this,
teach
you
your
brought
kids,
this on yourself.
and if you teach your kids to do that, you're putting them in a bad predicament.
100%.
Putting
100%.
them in a bad predicament. That's just like the what is the man and the bear in the woods. The analogy of would you prefer to be in the woods with a man or a bear, and the woman would all picking bear be out in the woods with a bear.
I've never heard that analogy. Now I got to look that up. A man,
Oh my goodness! That was all damn near all at the beginning of last year. They say they picked the bear.
women would pick a bear instead of a man. A woman would pick being in the woods with a bear instead of a man. That's what you're telling me.
Check it out. But they talking about
I want to know the reasoning behind that.
they're talking about mentality, thought process, and everything, and they're not talking about actual natural animal instinct. You see what you get what I'm saying now?
Hold on. They probably are, but in the sense they're probably looking at it in both sides, but more so which is going to be more detrimental in the sense because
Motherfuckers ain't never petted a bear.
well no
You ain't
get
never
that.
petted a bear unless it was from
Yeah, you're
unless
not-
you
you're not
bought,
finding Yogi.
unless you
You're
bought
not finding Yogi
unless
nowhere.
you bought a stuffed animal. You ain't never petted one.
I get
I can
get
see
that.
if you said in the woods with a bear or a cat or a bear or a dog or a bear and a squirrel. But my thing is, squirrels are dangerous. Yo, so my question is, y'all just making bad decisions.
This is bottom line. Yes.
We consider feelings. We consider the situations. We don't. We have to deal with the repercussions of society looking at us for doing things a certain way. We do all the time. We do all the time. They don't. They don't. They back each other with all the bad decisions. They back each other.
Oh, so like we said last week, so you are who you hang with. Same thing. Same thing.
And I want to make sure that I put this out in the world. If you make a conscious decision to have sex and you choose not to use protection and you don't know the person really well that you're sleeping with, decisions were made. My thing is, if you know that if it's recreational,
One
you
way of saying
can't
it.
come out with a recreational baby.
You're right. Yeah, I in the analogy that you're using, you're right.
Even in Varsity Blues and all the movies, like
Rest in peace to James Van Der Beek. He just passed.
when they got hurt, you seen the dude take a shot in the knee,
Cortisone, wasn't it?
and
Or
then
was it
the
steroid
other
shot?
dude's taking the steroids and they popping pills and actually, no, what was the dude name? Whatever. Anyway,
Yeah. I know
my
what you mean.
thing is, that's what y'all need to do too. Pop a pill, get a shot, go to the right state. We right here in a triangle of states.
Tri-state area,
One
right?
of them gonna let it happen. And I just want to make sure that y'all know it ain't that many. There's a lot of bad people in the world.
Yes, that is true.
There's a lot of
There's a lot of good people.
good. There's plenty of good people in the world.
You think there's more bad than good?
No. I think that there's more average than either. But I think that the moral compass. I think the moral compass of people, it's not bad or good. What benefits them? It doesn't really have anything to do with bad and good. So if they have to pick you or the lesser evil for everything else, you would look at it bad, but
Exactly.
they
Yeah,
won't.
exactly. I was
So
about to say, that makes sense. Okay,
I
I
would
see
think
that.
it would be more average than anything else.
Moral compass is a good way of saying that. You're right. I agree.
So
Back to the quick bear question. If anybody, all the ladies that might be catching this, any females out there, this is my IG right here, the Addison 703. I want to answer I want everybody's personal answer to that. The bear, would you rather be in the woods with a man or a bear? Just out of curiosity. Hit me up on IG.
yeah,
I'm
not going, but
I'm gonna look it up though. As soon as we get out of here, as soon as we cut this off, I'm hitting the socials to figure out the consensus, so to speak.
where the timer at?
Bottom of the
Okay.
yeah.
But it's people need to wake up. Like people need to wake up. Everybody has a position. Everybody has a duty.
Man and female.
And I think we understand it.
Not all the time.
We understand it. There's some people that you shouldn't be picking.
Oh, nope. We don't understand it.
No. We understand it. There's some people. See, so we deal with our consequences every day. If you was if you was 5'4", how many relationships you think that out of the relationships that you've had in your life, how many relationships that you would have lost because you were 5'4"?
That's a good question.
And think about the people that you've dealt with, and think about would they ever deal with somebody that was 5'4". Okay, don't even answer that. Think about this one. Flip side of the thing. How many
Leslie?
fat girls think that they deserve the best dude in the world?
All of them. Just like, well, we think,
Can't change your height. Can't change your height.
Yeah. You can
change your eating habits.
Yes, but okay, I see your point. But I kind of see where you're going with that. But
yeah, it's gonna get worse.
Oh God, here we go.
It's gonna get worse.
But okay, back height. Yeah, people do look at height as
dudes don't care. You could be taller than dude. He don't care. If you look decent, he don't care.
Yeah. Well, so you'll date a woman taller than you?
Why wouldn't I?
Okay, I'm just asking. I mean, I don't have, like I said, I don't see it either.
I can't
but-
reach the
Well,
top cabinets anyway.
Oh, you short motherfucker. Okay, now I'll say this. I don't have any woman. I don't problem in there. Let me say that. I don't have a problem with a woman being taller than me to a certain extent.
I know you don't.
Yeah.
No dude really does.
Well, actually, now that I think about it, no, that's gonna be dark. That's wrong. But yeah, okay. I see.
9
your point.
times out of 10, if she's even close to your height and she puts on heels, she's probably going to be an inch
Taller
or so
than you,
taller
exactly.
than you anyway.
Of course, yeah, you're right.
Like, don't nobody care. Ain't nobody gonna be like, oh, that's crazy. Only person that's gonna say that is another female.
Yeah,
We don't care.
That's
Like I
true.
said before, we don't care.
yeah. You're right.
Tell me in one sense.
What?
Tell me in one sense we care.
Wait, care about what? What the other person looks like, or
No, we care about what the other person looks like.
But-
we don't care about that. We don't care about the stuff that they can't change.
Oh, so like, for instance, like a woman's height or anything like that, or hair color. Well, no, hair color, eye color, or
We
what
don't care about that.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely, because that can't be changed. You're right.
Yeah.
I agree with that 100%.
But they can change some stuff.
They
And
can
then
change-
there's stuff that there's stuff that we can change.
Well,
Change your job.
they can too.
No, nobody. They don't have any intentions. They don't want to spend their money if they don't have to.
Yeah, we talked about. I think we talked about that last week too.
So there's a thought, and then I'm gonna say the guys. So there's guys that think like females, right?
In the sense of
The opposite side of that whole coin. The guys that don't that they say they don't want to spend their money or whatever. The females that don't want to spend their money, right?
So
they
you
want to
think a
hold on
guy's
to
gonna
their
let-
money. Hold on. They want to hold on to their money. And they want to be taken care of. They want to be everything else. They are guys just the same way. Those are single and they brought on a mentality that they given to their children, or it's now granted. There's some people that's just there's some people that's just like that. You know what I'm saying? And I take advantage of a situation if I can.
well, okay, I can't do it. I
take
couldn't
adva-
do it.
It depends on the length of the situation or what the situation is.
I still couldn't do
No,
it. That's
it
just-
depends on the length of the situation, what the situation is. If you're telling me that I have to take that, I don't have to pay anything or do nothing. I would never do that.
Yeah.
If I had to do that, I would do it, but it would be because I have
There's a
something
very
else that
extenuating-
needs to be taken care of. That needs to be focused on, because if it's not
Very
focused on,
extenuating
it's
situations,
going to
yeah.
mess up everything else.
Yeah, I get that.
So there's a huge difference in those two situations, but guys are ostracized throughout society for doing stuff like that.
Holding on to their money and letting.
No, just being a bitch. But
Yeah.
But the female, they can be the B word, but they don't get ostracized, and it's fine. It's fine.
Some are
But-
celebrated. You're
But
right.
we have duties, but you don't want to even do the other side of it. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can't get all of these benefits and give nothing back. You don't want to give nothing back, and I'm not preaching. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that at sometimes you have to understand, and this is my main point on this whole thing. I want all of y'all to understand. We police each other.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We should.
We police each other. If we
talking about as males?
yeah,
Absolutely.
even if we're not friends, even if we think that something is gynocentric, we police each other because we have machismo, bravado, or whatever, and we see things a certain way. To when we're around each other, we have a general sense of honesty that we have to give to each other because we know that we can't grow without it.
Okay, I get
They
that.
lie to each other, and for what reason, I don't understand. Yes, girl, you don't look good in that dress. Take that off. Like,
it's
take
like-
that side fat, those rolls out, and put it away, and put a whole shirt on.
it speaks to. I keep seeing these videos on Instagram for some reason that I see these videos like it'll be a short clip of. It always had the tagline, females having or argue for whatever reason. You see them just bawling out, crying, whatever the case may be. Then you'll see a flip side. Men won't speak for like 6-8 months. Finally see each other again. We're high fiving and anything like that. Like nothing has changed, something like that. Or you'll see this clip like men will just be chewing each other out, will laugh and then keep moving like nothing happened.
So that if somebody's in your friend group, that's so guys.
Like we were talking about I
There's
think,
certain
last week
people.
as well.
There's certain people that like a lot of people around them.
Yes.
So it doesn't
there's a name
matter
to
if
that, but I
they.
can't remember.
It doesn't matter if they're really your friend or not. But you always consider everybody your friend. And there's some people that think like that. Another female trait, and they just think that everybody that everybody should like or love them because of who they are. Period.
But can you really say that's a
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right, whatever. All right.
Yep. I say it. I don't care. And a reason why I say that is because we get called on it
Men?
all the time. All the time by for guy, girl, whatever. You get called on it. Niggas that don't, people that don't, that,
Give me a general example.
let's just say you come out.
Okay.
You
Definitely.
you don't really, like, you've met all these people, but you
Yeah.
know they don't care for you. So what is it what do you do?
Well, hold on.
Some people have blinders on and don't know that people don't care for them.
Okay, I get you saying no.
And
Okay.
most guys kind of know that people don't care for them.
Yeah, you
some
know
of
if a
them
dude
just
ain't-
don't
You don't
care.
vibe with, you know something somebody's vibing with you or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
But then on the latter side, the same thing though. But like they'll stay in their cliques or they'll do whatever, but then they think that they can do what they do with impunity.
Without repercussions.
Yes.
Because of just okay.
Yes, and but that's the whole circle of that. You can do whatever you want with impunity, and that nobody can say or do or correct you or do nothing.
But on the flip side, you are
At every winking cost. You can sit down and somebody could throw something at you and everything, and they'll run to you like you did something.
yeah.
Like that's a mindset.
Like
How about-
I'm being
How about focusing on the wrongdoer?
well, if the wrongdoer is them, they
Yeah.
can do it. I
Exactly.
get yep. Mm-hmm.
And that's my point. But nobody. I'm not gonna say nobody. It tends to be harder to police each other.
A lot of people have that problem though.
They'll stop talking to each other. You know what I'm saying? They'll stop talking to each other. But that doesn't benefit the collective.
No, because you still got issues out there.
Yeah, it's not benefiting the collective. Like I know I shouldn't say some things that I say. I'm told that I shouldn't all the time. So
But that's why we're recording this, just because.
yeah, but the thing is that I know it. Do I listen and not say it? No, I'm going to say it. And the reason why I'm going to say it is because I don't want to find a nice way to articulate how I feel when the words that I want to say out loud says it straight.
Straight to
It's
the point.
harder for me to sit there and tiptoe around trying to say something to make you feel better about
When you might not
something.
get the message in the end.
Yeah, and
Yep,
I
get
don't
it.
and I don't care. I need you to get the message. I need you to get the message. Need you to get the message.
But
Damn,
you can only
lay them baby hairs down.
what?
Damn, motherfuckers baby hairs look like they like they ain't been brushed in a week.
Oh my gosh.
Damn.
I don't even know where you're
Wrong
going
jail.
with that one.
But anyway,
I don't even know where you're going with that, but okay.
I was just saying, you sometimes you gotta tell people stuff.
Yeah, I get it, I guess.
They'll let you. There's pretty girls that come out with they're letting their girl look busted just because they want to stay the pretty girl. But
Somebody's
she
got to be
ain't
the grenade.
Yeah.
Oh, you wrong for that, but I
Yeah.
get that. I
Yeah.
get that. Now, but see, hold on. I don't. You're, with that being said, I don't think. Well, we can give two flying craps for the most part.
We don't
If I'm wrong-
care.
yeah, we don't.
But we don't care. But but when we go out, we'll
I saw a video on that on social media.
we might that person might be sitting outside the circle.
Yeah, that's true. I seen a video on social media with oh gosh, there was I guess some I never seen seen this before. It might be a trend or whatever, but there was a group of guys and they had given each other the most inappropriate shirt you could possibly think of, and they had to go out in them. Like they all just like there was like 5 or 6 of them. They just gave each other the most inappropriate shirt you could possibly think of. It was hilarious after I watched it. I was like, yeah, I would y'all must be really damn good friends to be doing this. But I was like, it shows like we were just saying, we don't care as guys. We'll do that. But woman, like you said, I of course not being a woman, we can't of course confirm this, but if somebody wants out there to confirm this, please be my guest in the chat, but or in the comment section. But I mean, I don't know, man. It's just
and it's
why though? What do you I guess in female sense, I guess I see what you're trying to achieve at that point, and maybe guys can possibly do the same thing. But truth be told, I don't think we do it because of the fact that, like you said, back to our bravado and everything like that. We want to prove that and some of us more so than ever, our alpha maleness. Like if I'm in a group of dudes and you see a beautiful woman,
But you go ahead, finish your statement.
If you out with your boys, whatever case it be, just like prime example, it's like if you see a beautiful woman at the bar, if all 3 of y'all attracted, y'all gonna be like, all right, you know what? Let's see who's got the better game in a sense. I mean, you're not gonna look at it in a sense, but unless y'all say flat out. But again, the bottom line is we're not gonna try to, unless y'all just being funny about it. You're not gonna sabotage.
Well, I don't know about that.
Sometimes, like I said,
I don't know about that.
Well, if she bad, then
there's when it comes to that, there's some hate in the blood of
depending
both sides on that one. Guys and girls. Girls will do it the same thing too.
Well, no,
if you getting rhythm from a girl and she and oh gosh, I guess I'm actually trying to make sure that I don't say the wrong thing at this point, but it's too late. So if it's 4 ugly girls in the group, right? And they not ugly, but they average.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they
5 out of 10?
average. Nah.
4?
About 3 or somewhere close.
All grenades.
So the
sorry.
one that believes that they are the 8 in the group. If a guy talks to the other 3, she'll be like, "Nah, girl, come on."
Yeah, I see that.
Why? Why? Because
guys ain't gonna do that though.
Because there's 6s here.
His comments alone did not represent Poker Table Talk in this entity or as a whole.
You say guys don't do that? Well,
no.
There's bear with me.
Oh, here we go. There's your.
There's some situations. To where I party watch all the time. I
People
bar
watch
and sit around and pay attention to everything. There's certain things that people sit and they say or they'll say about their guys will say stuff to deter somebody.
Yeah, Yeah,
They don't mean they mean to say it.
it's a
but they're not saying yes.
backhanded compliment or
Yes.
comment. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yes.
Like just something just sly enough to make you be like,
And then
huh.
and I always looked at it as if
Oh, like prime example. Example would be you sitting there, say you at the bar talking to a woman, and then I walk up and be like, oh yeah, man, you know I seen your third baby mom at the what's it called the other day. You know what I'm saying? She said hi or something like that. And you just walk off. And then you're
Yeah.
like, mother.
yeah, but it's not accidental.
No, it's
You don't
very intentional.
you don't
yeah.
interrupt. First of all, you don't interrupt people's conversation. That's the reason why, like I said, I don't like people inviting me into their conversations.
You might have a problem. Yes. I
Yeah,
get
so
that.
people tend to want to invite me into their talks, and normally I just do this because
you know what you're about to get.
nah, because I don't. I like if I know I don't feel the same way about the situation as you do, I'm not gonna
I'm not backing you.
act like you right. You know, I'm like, that's just not what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna act like you're right because if I don't feel that way, I'm not gonna say it. That's just like we were. I don't know if I could talk about this one, but they were talking about Catalingus at the spot.
Okay.
And they was like, well, you know, you can do this and this, and all this. And I'm like, if that's what you choose to do.
Your prerogative.
But the thing is the benefit. Like, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. But you can't put that onus on somebody else. Like, you can't expect everybody to do the same thing. Your expectations of people in those like sexual situations, I've always said, I've always said this. People, the opposite person, what people bring out, what needs to be done out of certain people. If you hurt, that's just like I've always said. If there's 4 or 5 people in a group, I try my best never to tell stories with names. And the reason why is because if you know the same people, out of those 5 people, 2 people are either not going to care and they're just going to listen to the story for what it is. Then you got 2 people that's going to try to undercut you or try to talk bad about you to that person to try to get them to be because they want what you had. There's one person that's blatantly outright that's just going, you know what I'm saying? So you keep certain things to yourself, but just because I said that I got that out of that person doesn't mean that you going to get that.
Yeah, I get it.
And then you're going to be disappointed. So now you did all of that stuff for the wrong reason.
But see,
Yeah, you did all that for the wrong reasons.
so but in that regard, yes, you don't expect the same out of the next person. I agree, but
There's plenty of people that you've seen in passing. You've heard a whisper of what you think that they are, or what you think that they say what they did, blah 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 blah, and then you got to them, and then you be like, "Oh, this trash." And
I would not confirm
and I
or
want to
deny
make
those
and I want to
statements.
make sure that I say this. I've let down plenty of people.
We had that we said that. I
I'm
think
cool.
we made it up clear on the show. I think we
I'm
have.
cool with it, and I don't particularly feel.
What Brain
bad
Mac
about
say?
it.
I'm gonna get mine. You
Nah,
better get yours.
I mean, and it is what it is. Like I have my reasons.
Yeah, I get it.
You ain't gonna waste my time, like sitting around for hours, and then you gonna give me something that you gave me for. Nah, let's just make this quick and get him out of here. I go to sleep. Yeah, nobody got time for all that. Nobody got time. Go on about your business. You a time waster. Get up out of here.
Like, look,
Made me miss Grubhub.
you on the clock? Oh my god! Nobody delivering no more.
Yeah, they ain't motherfucker. I can't even go to 7-Eleven buy me a beer messing with you.
Oh,
wasting
gosh.
all my goddamn time. Sheesh.
But What?
Stop huffing and puffing. Say
Where
what
did
you
all
gonna
this come
say.
from? I mean, this
This comes from
because I
being at
know
home, people talking to me and then texting me. You can't. How can you say well? Yes, you're right. I'm wrong, and then say, but you don't have to say this, and that.
no. You're what you just said is irrelevant after that. The second you say but after you're saying someone is right or wrong, whatever the case would be, the second you say but after this, and I think I've had this conversation with a therapist actually. The second you say but, you diminish the apology or whatever was said prior to that because now you're providing either an argument or a alternative or something to that effect.
If the initial conversation is about, it's already hard enough for some guys to
Yeah, we can't open up as it is.
directly speak and say this as this. I feel some kind of way about this,
Agreed.
and for you to turn around and say, because you said that, you made me feel like I can't say nothing. If I gotta deal with every word that come out of my mouth about your feelings, I can't say nothing.
It's just gonna get thrown right back at me as soon as I say something.
I can't say nothing. And then and the fact that I can't say anything, when you actually start talking, you want to know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna say nothing. I'm gonna sit and say nothing because I ain't listening. Like, if I'm sitting there and I'm staring at you talking, I have about, I say about 2 hours worth of cartoons in my head.
My gosh, just on repeat. Just because
Woody Woodpecker episodes,
You got Tom and
Chili
Jerry going
Willy
in there.
episodes. I got a whole bunch
I see the
of
Animaniacs
stuff
playing
just
in
sitting
your
there,
head.
and I'm just like this. Dragon Ball. I got all. I'm just sitting there like,
That's another conversation. Go ahead.
wow, this nigga using Kamehameha. And she talking about, and then, and you shouldn't have been, Piccolo.
Back in the mind, you
Piccolo.
like, man, that was a badass scene in Turn Over Power, man.
Piccolo crazy, man. I ain't even know he could turn orange. Like, I ain't listening to none of that, man.
Caught up. Hold on, we gotta talk about this afterwards.
Man, I ain't listening to none of that.
Yeah, because you already know it. Whatever you say is irrelevant or a mute point or just gonna be
Hours worth of useless chatter.
well, no,
Worth of
hold on.
useless
It's
chatter.
not. It's not hours worth of useless chatter in their eyes, though. Think about it.
They need to be blinded.
Well,
You
that's-
said in their eyes, blinded. They shouldn't be seeing. If it's not useless chatter, what is it?
no,
I'm sorry.
I get what you're saying.
I'm sorry.
I do.
I'm sorry, doctor. I'm sorry for all the doctors and the psychiatrists and all the other people that actually focus on certain issues that go on in the world. But do you know the top rated ones, what they are?
What?
Are they male or female?
I'd say female.
Nope.
Males?
Yep.
Yep. I would. I'd take that back. You're absolutely right. Because what do we have to? Who can we open up or vent to? Because we can't open up to a loved one depending on the situation.
But it's not a feeling exchange. It's a logic exchange, and it's something that needs to be specifically. If you deal with feelings and you're not dealing with any sense of logic, you are going to be lost. You're going to have
agree.
a whole bunch of stuff misunderstood. You're not going to
I agree.
understand
I
stuff.
completely agree.
You're going to get lost.
You got no receipts. There's no point.
So even if I'm speaking the truth, you can tell me, because of your feelings, you don't like the way I said it. It was my tone.
Yep. It was what you
It
said.
was your delivery.
It was how you said it. How you were
blinked
standing. How
3
you looked.
times.
Yep.
Like, come on. You ain't even hear what I said.
Nope.
You found a rebuttal just because you don't want to hear what's being said, especially if it's directed to them.
At some point, they're either gonna not listen at all, like they're going as soon as you start speaking, they're not listening because they already know they're being attacked, or you're gonna be somewhat into what you're saying.
The problem is thinking
Both wrongs wrong.
The problem is thinking that you're being attacked.
Well, yeah,
But
okay.
most people, when I say most people, I'm talking about guys. Well, most guys tend to share out of a sense of either they about to give up
No, that's what I'm saying.
or it's the last
We're
resort.
not attacking. I'm
Yeah.
100% behind you on that. We're not attacking, but again, like I said, if and we're talking about this on the opposite sex side, if they feel like they're being attacked, before you even start your statement, because of what they probably just said, they're either going to shut you down before you even open your mouth, or at some point in what you're saying, they're going to shut down, and they're going to just be like, you know what, whatever.
And it's people that want to argue.
Some people love to argue. Some people love the drama.
I've found peace
I found peace now too.
in finding a blank spot in the room.
And focusing on it.
Yep.
So if we were
Yep.
hypothetical situation, we were having a conversation or argument with a case. Just immediately.
Where am I? Man? I just jaw drop.
You got 2 seconds into it, you was already like nope.
Yeah. I mean, it.
This man was
You can't.
I wasn't 2 seconds into the statement. You were already like,
But you can't. So, for me, I don't have a problem with sharing. I don't have a problem with somebody sharing with me. I don't have a problem with somebody explaining something to me. You got 3 times.
what do you mean? Oh, to
If you repeat it more than 3 times, you need to shut the fuck up. Don't keep repeating the same thing over and over.
Are you the same on your side though?
If I have to repeat something more than 3 times,
Yes.
you stupid or you dumb.
But if somebody has repeat 3 times.
No. If I can tell you what you said and I can relay it back to you and I tell you that I've heard you and you consistently keep repeating it to me, there's something wrong with you. I just showed you that I heard you. If I repeat it to you 3 times and you have no idea of what's actually being said to you,
Yeah, you're
stupid or you're dumb.
I would, for lack of a better word, slightly agree with you, but yes. But
there's plenty of people that you can talk directly to. It misses them every single time. It has nothing that you could be talking softly. Why are you talking in that condescending tone? Like it don't matter what you do. If they choose, don't want to hear it. They just don't want to hear it.
At that point,
they don't want to be. That certain people don't want to be, and I'm not just saying females, but there's certain people that just don't want to be accountable.
Yeah, well, not even just that. Well, that's number one, because that's pretty much how we started this whole thing out. But also, in the same sense, some people are just gonna have it stuck on their mind. It is what it is, and that's what it's gonna be.
That's me. But and when people say, "Oh, well, you don't want," yes, I am. I'm letting you know that I understand, but I don't care. There's a difference. You see what I'm saying? There's a huge difference between accepting, acknowledging, and then saying, "Yeah, I get it," but then you have to move accordingly to the person that's basically telling you that they don't care. That's the difference. But if I've never shown you that I care, but you magically just assume that I'm gonna care about something, then there's something wrong with you. Ain't nothing wrong with me. Mm-hmm. How we started this off this way, and then I'm Mr. Feelings. Like
you weren't Mr. Feelings to begin with.
Like what's going on? And I'm not like I don't think that I'm oh wow, no feelings, no heart. No, I just don't care about a lot of stuff because I don't care about most of the stuff that I can't control.
Okay, okay, I'll go with that.
And then there's things that I can control that I care about. But if I can't control it, I don't care enough to try to change it. Like if I know that I'm talking to you and I care about you and I care about the situation, I'll speak to you. But if you're talking to me and I tell you, oh, that's not an issue, this, this, and this, and you keep talking to me about
Like
it,
it's an issue.
I don't care anymore. Now I no longer even give the level of respect that
Because at that point you feel like
Yeah.
we've addressed it. Why are we?
still dwelling on it. Because my thing is,
Because they feel like it hasn't been addressed in their
But
their
s-
standard or liking.
and the issue is this:
And the worst part is you can.
dams break.
Yeah, absolutely.
You-
I was seeing video. I was literally just looking at many of videos recently.
You keep
about-
doing that, and then when somebody decides to let you know that they heard you, or they just didn't want, then at the end they decided, they say they no longer listening. How can you be mad? You
can't.
But you can't repeat yourself a million times and expect somebody to be totally completely focused on you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's exactly. You ain't changed the words. You ain't changed nothing. You just repeat it, and then it's woe is me.
What's the definition of insanity?
Repeating the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. I had to give somebody the definition of duty. Like, people don't even, like, people use words, and it amazes me. Every couple of years we have a word, and
What do you mean?
people-
Like, what do you mean? We have a word?
we have words.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
like the big one for the past 5 to 7 years is narcissistic. How many narcissistic people you think is really diagnosed as narcissistic? This is a rare thing. It's rare.
Yeah,
They
but
came
people
up
have
with a word
narcissistic
and made
traits.
it normal.
But people have narcissistic traits, though.
Everybody does.
Yeah, so I said, yeah, some
Everybody
sense.
does. Everybody does, but that doesn't make them narcissistic.
yeah. That's what I say. It depends on the level. The level you.
There's a narcissism is a level of something. It's hyping to a point to give it a name. Don't name it something that it's not.
Agreed.
You can't keep calling things narcissistic and this is that. That's just ridiculous. That's ridiculous. It don't make that makes no sense to say that stuff to people. Like, do I believe that there's, like, how many narcissists you think are in the world?
Yeah.
Just because you're in a relationship, people are narcissists? No, that's not true. Because when you say that, you want to know what you look like? A narcissist.
yeah. You do the narcissist. Yeah, that is very true. But
Pushing everything off.
yeah, but
Pushing everything off.
at some point it's how accountability.
How about just you've been dealing with a shitty person?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah.
How about it? Like,
Yeah.
let's call a spade a spade. Like,
Poker talk.
just a shitty person. Like, come on. You can't give me, you can't diagnose me with a disorder. You can't diagnose me with a disorder just because I don't
Agree with what you say?
I don't care about pistachio ice cream. Like you telling me I need to care. Well, you don't even want to try it. You just coming up with stuff. Like, no, that's not how that works.
No, I agree. You can't just because someone doesn't agree with your mindset or thought process, whatever case may be, doesn't make it what we were talking about. Yeah. So
Yeah, I mean, it's just like some people tend to bring on negative traits that build them into the person, not that they actually want to be. It's the person that they actually want to be with.
that goes back to how we started off as well. Like your you how you raise your kids or something like that as well.
Yeah, and
Or maybe we talked about that.
that's
but-
but that's a horrible thing to do too,
Yeah, it is.
because now you're not preparing them.
I agree. I agree.
Now you're not preparing them. You're preparing yourself. You're not preparing them. You're preparing them to make sure focus. They still focus on you later on because that's not that's not how it's supposed to be. They got to go out and do things and grow from the lessons that you taught them. There's some people that can't grow because you didn't teach them enough.
You're right.
You didn't show them enough. You've held them back so much that now they're a detriment to society.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is a very true statement. I hate to go there, but you're absolutely right because of they've been so manipulated and molded to this negative mindset and aspect that that's all they're gonna know. That's all they're gonna look for.
Man, but with that being said,
Yeah. Thank you guys. I mean, we like I said, we usually do poker, but at this point, this was this was a therapy session right now. Somebody had to somebody had to get on the couch for a little bit. No pun
yeah,
intended.
man.
But now, hey, that's what they're here for. We are a safe space between the both of us. We are a safe space for those that are watching. We want to come out in a comment post, whatever the case may be. You got something on your mind? You got something you want to bring up to us? If it's poker related or not, please let us know in the comment section or on the page, please. We are here for this. And I guess you can always catch me on social media, DAddison703 on IG.
Nah, I put my social media out there.
You put yourself out there today. I mean, this is.
But I don't care about that. I said put yourself. I don't want nobody reaching out to me. I don't care about it's the world. Like I'm talking about just regular stuff. Like if somebody was to look at this and say that they haven't come across a situation or a friend or a person that's been through anything like that, then you're a liar.
That is true. That is true. We all have in some shape or form. But again, thank y'all for checking us out. Again, this is a special edition. This will be posted on. This should be Sunday by the time you guys are seeing it. But we will be back live and direct on next Sunday at 1:30 as usual. We just got a long poker tournament going on tomorrow, so that's where we will be instead of recording or going live. So till next week, I am your boy Darren.
And I'm Randy.
We'll see y'all at the tables.
All right, narcissist.